here.
Alright, nice, awesome. Let me know if you have questions. I'm just sort of leveling up and so, care to give a description of your weekend? Was it worth the wait?
I try to keep my weekends chill. I'm a family man with a newborn and 2 older kids, not much older, so my best weekends are when I can get.
That's actually totally awesome. I think that's great that you took the time to completely describe that.
Get some peace and quiet. It is Ebola. How is your weekend thus far? ZXZ Ebola. How is your weekend thus far?
Heads up for watch out for Ebola. Ebola's the trickster.
I am back, boy. Mem God.
You know, I didn't really lose any time. This is probably the first weekend I've taken just to kind of relax, but come tomorrow it's gonna be all work, so yeah. I'm kind of looking for new PlayStation titles to play, but you know, it is what it is.
I hate work. Both work and sleep seem like a terrible waste of time. Being that you spend about 2-3 of your life doing both.
I tried to get as much work in as I could at an earlier age so that I wouldn't have to do as much later on.
Granted, sleep has benefit. Work, not so much, at least, not mine.
And Ebola, what's wrong with you? I don't know, I used to work enough to where I enjoyed sleep, but yeah, I've got a strange story for that if you want to hear it.
Sure.
I have a dog that's a little bit older, and since he can't jump on the bed, on my bed anymore, even though I'm not so big on it, I removed my box spring, so I don't really have as firm as a mattress as you would think. So sleep isn't all that comfortable for me. It hasn't been for 2 or 3 years now. Do you work outside or is it indoors? I worked indoors for, you know, a good quarter of the city I'm in now, and then I worked outdoors for another good quarter.
You removed your box spring so your old dog can jump on your bed? Indoor office.
Yes, so it's like
I
a.
used to be in military.
Once I remove the box spring, it's not like a marshmallow, a cushiony, a jumpy marshmallow that's it's never firm. So I can tell you I have not had a good night's rest in quite some time, but yeah, I think making the jump from being in the military to a standard, you know, just a regular civilian life, that would probably be challenging. So oh yes, I mean he couldn't jump as high anymore, so the only way for him to, you know, I guess come up and hang out with me was to do that. So and funny story, the person that just came in, that Titan,
really
they
nice
are like a semi-troll. One time they came in and they were telling me that they were going to report me to YouTube, and for weird reasons, like I was selling used diapers or something. I don't know. So strange. I suppose thanks for that, for the dog comment. I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice if I could get some good sleep, but I don't know. I mean, next thing I can do is probably just get him a stool. I kind of want my bed back. So, quick question before I bore you to death. What branch were you in? What was it called? I guess they refer to it as your ESN or your, you know, your not necessarily your rank, but the designation.
Navy. I was a medic corpsman.
Did you see any blood or have to patch anybody up? Go ahead and put down your 10 general orders too. That way you can be a full-fledged subscriber. Just kid, man.
No combat. Got out as I came up for re-enlistment. Decided to go to college instead. Had I not left, I would have been set skipping the rest. Oh please, I forgot about those. Saw blood and stuff as an EMT in the Navy, but not in war.
Well, that definitely would have been a challenge that stacks on a daily basis, so who knows. I mean, it's never easy to leave, so it's probably weighing on you, I'm sure.
Oh no, nothing weighs on my mind from my military service. I coped fine by alcohol and cigarettes and talking about it.
Oh, well, I think that's a first. I think every now and then you hear people regretting not re-enlisting. It's kind of, well... But that's probably pretty awesome. You work in a place that, you know, you're not interacting with people who are negative about anybody serving because, you know, it's out there, so...
No regrets. I have likes and dislikes about my military service. But, no regrets not re-enlisting at all. Had I re-enlisted, I could be dead.
Are you referring to Operation, I guess, and I know they're all indirect, but if it were Operation Iraqi Freedom, you're referring to the Iraq War after 2001?
Emoji unicorn face, emoji pile of poop, 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 skipping the rest. I could be dead or disabled from war. Iraqi freedom.
Hey Titan, so you left and then you came back, so you're on your phone again. How are you doing tonight? You seem pretty energetic. And, you know, Arma's not saying this, but... Oh, wow. Wow. I wasn't paying attention to my HP. Titan, distract. I'm not really sure how everybody would have taken, you know, somebody from their family just disappearing or, you know, having not returned from war, you know, so I suppose you have to just sort of find a middle ground for it, for sure. I'm not sure. I think I engaged that last animal that killed me, so I think I'm just going to avoid it this time. I shouldn't be in these areas. I just want to get a few places set up. So, I guess in the Navy, what, the enlistment 4 years, and then you maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm in my 30s, so it's possible you are too. But you know, it sounds like you were in there for at least 4 to 6.
Yeah, I think it was 4 years and I re-enlisted for 2 if I recall correctly.
Yeah, you're pretty laid back. I think I've met a few people that did, you know, 10 years, 12 years, and you know, if you thought that
Actually, extended,
hold on.
not re-enlisted. There's a difference.
Oh, I don't really know. Sorry, side conversation. Wow. Oh, so I suppose that, I don't know, what is that, given the conditions that, you know, during your original enlistment, that there was a possibility that it would be extended? Anyway, you should have seen what Titan was putting. He's like bombing the chat with emojis and making wild claims again.
I can't see his chat.
Well, there are a couple comments that I have restricted from being viewed because they, I've already had to speak to him about it, but it's all good. Okay, I'm not making guesses, but I'm assuming that possibly you play Arma, but you don't seem like you play on computer though. I could be guessing. And I'm guessing you might have subbed whenever I was doing Resident Evil. I mean, I was considering playing that too. It's just, I also have Xbox One, because I'm that sad, but I started playing the, I guess the ported version of the GameCube remake.
It is Latin for deadly weapon, basically. I subbed because of your Alien Isolation gameplay.
It's a pretty sweet game. It's just requires a lot of time. You have to invest a lot just to get familiar with the controls, I suppose. Well, I'm always looking for people if you have any titles, if you have a console to play with. Alien, right now all I have is the DLC. Played through it a little bit and it's enjoyable. I think it's just, I think I'm only doing that on Fridays, just due to the fact that I've played it so many times and I get a little exhausted from it. So. But in any event, I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. I started it back up on easy, but I don't know. I lost all my skill. I've been dominated the past 2 times. I can't. As soon as I get the hack tool rebooted and try and get to the elevator, I've been eaten alive, and you know. But, you know, I need to just get on it a little bit earlier in the day. This last time I had played it, I had only had enough time to play really quickly, well, rather briefly. Just, you know, pretty short. I had been busy all day with school, so it's nice to be able to have a couple of half days to do absolutely nothing. I need to get back to running, though. Kind of put it off the past week, so... So, in any event, you know, I suppose with you playing League of Legends, you would know, I mean, you're pretty familiar with commands and attacks and charges and costs for, I would refer to them as action points, but just, in any event, I keep saying that, but just be able to execute commands, and, you know, it's pretty fun. I enjoyed 13, and that one will likely always be my favorite, but giving this one a shot for a friend. So, quick question. You stated that that I guess work seems like a little bit of a waste of time. Is it just a challenge going in a new direction, or is it just, I guess, dealing with the new sleep schedule? That's generally what it is.
Yeah, it is definitely a challenge right now with Twitch to get more.
Oh, no worries. I just basically asked, kind of like, about why it is you're, you know, not in complete agreement with your current line of work, or what the, you know, underlying issue is, and was it the sleep hours? I mean, I've got my mic closed. Let me know if it's making sound, because I'm not sure if it was on Xbox I was getting issues, but I was also getting feedback whenever I listened as I streamed on YouTube. So if you're not getting feedback, I'll just leave it open. But yeah, I'm just trying to be like real short and concise, even though I tend to speak extended for some. So
It is a challenge right now to get more skill and fill the job I'm on. My current job is just monotonous and not challenging.
and generally, I found that whenever nobody's in the channel, whenever I'm streaming, sometimes I cuss, so I usually need to do that. I miss those days whenever I could find work that was monotonous. I do. It's I've come to that point where I've become so educated that basically expecting me to do, you know, dulling work that, you know, would be repetitive and unexciting. It's not really possible. People that come to interview me or want to hire me, I guess they come to recognize that you know, but they also assume that, you know, well, they won't work here for that long. It's like, well, promise me a decent salary. You know how it is. As far as school goes and fitting it in, I agree. I mean, I'm taking 3 courses this semester, and I can tell you, I'm not worn out, but I've, you know, it's been a definite management on getting everything established before you know, start up, and then having a routine, and just knowing that that routine is likely going to either have objections or just distractions, and you can't always step away from the distractions. So it's taxing, to be honest with you. So I definitely agree with that. I mean, I don't want to get stressed out, but it's you just find that 3/4 of your day is usually, you know, depending on the type of coursework, is going to be. It's going to be the, you know, the biggest obstacle or the biggest hump to climb over. So sort of like once you reach a certain point, they expect you to have some type of identity of what it is you're wanting to use as your general approach once you finish. And it's not so much you're having trouble convincing others, it's just whether or not you can maintain that identity and get everything turned in and completed. And, you know, everything has to be unbiased when you turn it in, so that's where the challenge comes in. You just have to bite your tongue sometimes, or whatever. But wow, did he just kill himself? Yeah. Feel free to type as much as you want. I mean, you're not bombing it with emojis. I really don't have limitations on chat. I mean, I've got it open in my internet window, on my browser window, so I can actually read it. I actually promote free speech, as long as it's not what somebody else was claiming a moment ago, not you. But. That I have worn out. I'll probably hang it up here in about 7 or 8 minutes. I'm just doing all that schoolwork today is tiring. Oof.
Same here.
Yeah, basically the only reason I'm still awake is I had a huge, and I'm still drinking on that. I've got a huge, I think it's like a 2-liter Gatorade. Just been kind of sitting back and enjoying that. It's been the highlight of my day. Oh, they're also having the Final Fours in a city near me, so I'm avoiding all that traffic. I'm saving my energy. Seven pieces, eh? That's nice that she kept count of what Beast did to her would-be husband. But whatever, I'm not here to judge. These worlds are just so awesome. I don't know if I'll really invest in this, but if I actually do find myself playing this past the trial period, I mean, it's likely to be enjoyed. Where's that crazy girl at? Oh no, he's drunk again. Oh, he's possibly done. Unless there's a second level, there you are. I miss those olden times whenever there was just the beginning of words naming the cuts of meat. Man, that must have been such an adventure. Wow. In any event, I'll just go collect these XP points and hang them up. I'll probably just finish my game and watch YouTube or something. Or get some new episodes. New Walking Dead comes out tomorrow, so ready for that. Yeah, man, go ahead and take it easy, have a good night, and try Nicorette gum, because you gotta have some way. Maybe you just have too much money, just blow it on that $25 box that only lasts a day, because I've tried it. So be careful, man, take it easy. Just PM me if you have any new game suggestions or next time you're around.
You too, I don't smoke anymore.
Later.